much, and a good crowd, a good representation, a big contingent, rather, from the Richmond along with the student bodies. So it's going to be rocking and rolling here tonight in this huge sports complex at Amery. Well, both teams down at center court shaking hands, and the big guy, Scott the House Jensen, will step in against Jason McRoberts, the 6'7" do-it-all man for the Tigers. The referee in the center, that's Mr. Siebels out of Rice Lake. Tip controlled by DeYoung in the front court, given off to Burgess. And Burgess out high on the left side, holds up 2 fingers, and will come with a slow dribble to the near side. Into the corner, pass into DeYoung, taken away nicely by the big guy, Scott the House Jensen. A quick turnover on the Tigers, and Amery into the front court quickly. It is Koppinger trying to get a baseline drive. They call him for palming the basketball. Boy, I don't know. You hate to see something like that, and I just could not see it to the point where a whistle had to blow.
Well, I think it was the right call. I hate to say it, but it's not good to see 2 turnovers that quick right in the game, one by each team. So.
And as you mentioned that, Ray, almost another one on the inbound. It'll be the Tigers to bring her down after the turnover by Amery. It was Burgess giving off on the right side. That is Tyler Johnson. Now to DeYoung in the circle. Coming down the left side of the lane, feeds it back out to Burgess. He tried to drive. He's called for traveling. So 3 quick turnovers here, and Amery will get the basketball back again.
For those folks out there, when we talk about a turnover, that's when you come down the floor and you lose the ball without a shot on the basket, and we don't have a shot on the basket yet.
Good point, 7-19 as Marcus Wilhelm brings it across. He's picked up immediately by Ryan Casey. Left side, he goes to Brotzel, out high on the left side. Now to Koppinger, right side of the key to Wilhelm, left alone. 3-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebound, Ginter low, feeds out to Brotzel. He cannot go in the far corner. Out on top, Koppinger, left alone there. Now comes near side to Wilhelm. Marcus picked up by Burgess. Still with the basketball, has to go. Now dribbles out of there. Back out on top to Brotzel. Left side, they go to Koppinger. Koppinger out high, splits the defense, goes to the free throw line, gives off to Wilhelm, to Brotzel. 3-point attempt from the near side. No good. Rebound pulled down by the House. He puts it up, and it's good. And good initiative by the House.
Nice rebound that time. It went high right up there, and there was no question. He was going to get it, and he got it.
Amery leads at 2-0. Full court pressure put on by the Warriors as Ryan Casey brings it across for the Richmond. Comes near side. Tyler Johnson thought about going. Back out on top, that's McRoberts. Down low, they got somebody. It is Casey who got a backdoor layup for a couple of points. And now we're looking at a tie ball game, 2-2. Full court pressure now by the Tigers. Ginter to Wilhelm. Koppinger wide open on the near side, but they want to keep it over there, and it's tipped. We'll leave it alone. The Tigers took it away, so 2 turnovers apiece here, and the Tigers in the front court. On the far side is Tyler Johnson, driving the baseline. Koppinger on him. Bounce pass kicked by Wilhelm out of bounds on the baseline. That's where the Tigers will throw it in. Boy, I wonder about the last trip down, Ray. Koppinger wide open on the near side, and they did not go to him. Inbound pass out on top. That is Ryan Casey, the 6'3" junior. Comes near side to Andy Burgess. On top, the ball almost tipped away from Tyler Johnson, guarded by Koppinger. Now to DeYoung, top of the key. Fakes going right. Now he'll go with the dribble drive. Pulls up. Out on top, they go to Burgess in 3-point range. He does not go. Now a set shot put up and good for 2 points by Ryan Casey. Give him 4, and the Tigers lead it by a couple. Inbound pass to Koppinger in the backcourt. Triple team goes to Wilhelm. Looking down. Now needs help, and will go to Koppinger, and he will have to get it across. Does so. Ginter wide open near side. Does not go in. Out on top, Wilhelm. Wow, he should have challenged that time. Goes to Brotzel. 3-point attempt on the way is going to be no good. Rebound fought for by Ginter. Given off to Brotzel, coming in low, and he takes it in for 2.
Good hustle by Ginter that time, getting that rebound, putting it back in play.
Boy, I guess Ginter with a tremendous effort there, and it results in 2 points for the Warriors. 4:54 to go in the first quarter. It's a tie ball game, 4-all. The Tigers in the front court. They go to Johnson coming out of the lane. In the circle, he pulls up, goes right side. That is Casey. Back out on top, Burgess will try it for 2. In and out, rebound comes down to Brotzel. Well, Amery not looking too bad here. The only bad thing I've seen is them trying to bring the ball down the court. Now they go down low. Ginter got to put it up, and it's good. What a pass on the near side, going down low for Ginter. And I'll tell you, this team is fired up. 6-4, Amery by a couple. Brotzel with pressure on Casey. He brings it across on the right side, moves immediately to the near side, trying to get a screen. Back out on top. Burgess will try it for 2. It's going to be no good. Rebound fought for and pulled down by the House. Amery with another rebound. Given off to Marcus Wilhelm. The Warriors with a 2-point lead into the front court quickly. Koppinger, pull-up jump shot from the baseline, good. Now Amery leads at 8-4. Inbound pass goes to McRoberts. Ginter putting pressure on him. He brings it across with the left-hand dribble. Pulls up out high. Now goes to Casey. Right side corner. That's Johnson driving the baseline. Cut off by the big guy. And he scoots to the near side with a pass. A shot from the corner up and no good. Rebound. Brotzel had it picked out of there by the house. So the Tigers cold from the floor. It'll be Wilhelm to bring it across with a dribble drive all the way to the post. Goes to Koppinger far side. Bounce pass in. The big guy is there. Goes around underneath. He gets trapped. Tried the shot. No good. And has the ball tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. And to who? No, a foul called on DeYoung on the baseline.
Well, they got away with the first one. I'm not so sure that was a clean block, but they called that one. But there's no question about the second time he hacked him.
The Warriors will throw it in from the baseline. Wilhelm getting set to do that as Maya Fredrickson, along with Matt Lindee, will check into the ball game. Ginter and Brotzel coming out of there. Wilhelm to throw it in. Near side to the house. Out on top, Lindee. With his hands on the basketball for the first time to Koppinger. The Fredrickson far side. And a change for the Tigers, too. We'll get it momentarily. They go to the house far corner. That is Peterson, I believe. House clears it out on the near side. A set shot by Wilhelm for three is good. Wilhelm hits for three. Amery leads it 11-4. Full court pressure. In the backcourt, number 22 in there quickly, and that is Jeff Campbell. Brings it across, gives off to DeYoung. On the near side, it's Ryan Casey with the basketball. Now given off on the near side. McRoberts will try baseline jump shot. No good rebound. Mishandled, tipped around, pulled away by the house. The house with another rebound. Goes to Koppinger. Koppinger will bring it down for the Amery Warriors. Drives the left side to Lindee, the left-hander. One dribble, gives to the house. He lost it, picks it back up. No, it's Lindee who chased it down. He'll dribble out of the crowd. They'll set it up with Wilhelm, high on the left side. It's 11-4, Amery leading. 2:26 to go in this the first quarter. Amery goes to Fredrickson on the near side. Now to Lindee. To Koppinger. Down the lane he comes. Got a screen. Shot put up. He missed it. Rebound pulled down by McRoberts. The intensity way up there as Peterson brings it across. Goes to McRoberts. Far side. That is Campbell. Now to Casey. He drives in the lane. Got an avenue. Got down low, and he put it up and in. Casey with 6. Those are the points for the Tigers.
Good move that time by Casey. Did a good job of taking his man inside and converting.
Definitely so. Amery let him get loose, and he capitalized. The Warriors in the front court. Lindee goes inside. The big guy got it. He had a man open, could not go. Tries the high jump shot. No good. The rebound fought for, and a foul called on Maya Fredrickson, trying to battle with Chad Peterson. So Fredrickson picks up the first foul in the game for the Amery Warriors. The score is 11-6. Amery by 5 with 1:43 to go first quarter. And the Tigers set to throw it in, and they'll have to take it the length of the court. Inbound pass goes to Jeff Campbell. The 6'3" freshman will bring it across on the right side, picked up by Fredrickson. Now on top they go to Casey, taking a look down low, drives the lane, cut off there. And we've got a call on the right side, apparently Lindee. Let's take a look now.
It is. You're right.
Number 22, Matt Lindee, called for the first time. The second team foul on the Amery Warriors. Well, the Tigers will throw it in from under their own hoop on the left side with 1:33 to go in the quarter. Inbound pass inside. McRoberts there puts it up, and it's good. And a foul called on Koppinger. McRoberts muscled one home, and they will call Koppinger. And they're... Ray has a chance. There's an opportunity for Amery to leave him alone. He had great position, and there's no stopping him that time.
Yeah. Well, they kind of, you get overly anxious that time, trying to go up and get the block, and just got him with the body.
As we mentioned that, the free throw by McRoberts is good. Gave him 3, and all of a sudden the complexion of the game is 180 degrees from what it was. It's 11-9, Amery by 2. They had a 7-point lead. It's been reduced to 2 points. In the front court, it is Ginter. Back in there, goes to Koppinger. Loose on the near side, set shot put up and good. Matt Koppinger with 4. Amery leads at 13-9. 1:10 to go first quarter. McRoberts, the 6'7" man, will bring her down. Goes to the right side with a dribble drive, picked up by Brotzel. Alley-oops to Campbell in the far corner. He'll bring it up with the left-hand dribble. Guarded closely by Fredrickson on top to Peterson. Near side, they go to McRoberts. Alley-oop down low. DeYoung cannot go. Cut off on the baseline. Scoots around. Bounce pass underneath. Kicked away. Put up by Casey. And good. Casey, a heck of a night. 8 points already. 13-11, Amery by 2. Koppinger into the front court, near side to go to Ginter. Out on top it is Brotzel. Now to Matt Lindee. Far side they go. That is Fredrickson. He is guarded by McRoberts. To Lindee as Casey picks him up. A dribble drive on the left side into the far corner. Fredrickson almost lost it. Guarded close. Back to Lindee. Matt taking a look on the near side. Drives to the top of the key. Needs help. And Fredrickson slow to come up. And he's got to get rid of it. Finally, trying to go to Brotzel. It's knocked out of bounds by Peterson. And I don't understand. I'll never understand it why they don't come to the rescue.
Well, at that time I think they thought they were, but you're right. They absolutely did not move when they should have to get the help out there. Inbound pass goes to Lindee. Fredrickson. Near side, Brotzel. They threw it away. Turnover on Amery. Boy, the last thing you want to do is play take-for-granted basketball here. Now we're looking at a 2-point lead for Amery with 13 seconds to go, and the Tigers with a chance to tie and go ahead by 1 to close out the quarter. Casey brings it across, goes near side Peterson, baseline drive and a shot put up, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Campbell, far side. They'll get another chance. Jump shot on the way is no good. Time runs out. Amery leads at 13-11. We're back in 1
when necessary. And the commander...
The second quarter underway. Amery's basketball. Koppinger near side looking in at the big guy. Fakes, goes to the lane. Back out on top, Brotzel. It's 13-11, Amery by 2. Brotzel drives the near side, gets down low, tries it underneath. No good. Rebound tipped around and pulled away by Campbell. Well, Gabe expecting a foul there. Nothing called. And the Tigers will bring her down the right side. Burgess out on top, Campbell. Tipped by Brotzel, pulled out of the air by Campbell. He dribbles once, now twice, and backs away. Given off to Peterson, far side. Back out on top to McRoberts, near side. Burgess, 2-point attempt on the way, good. Andy Burgess hits for the first time. Now we're looking at a tie ball game, 13-13. Marcus Wilhelm across on the near side for the Amery Warriors as they slow things down. He will go to the left side to Brotzel, looking at the house. Into the corner, Wilhelm, guarded by Campbell. He drives to the lane, gives off to Koppinger. He drives in, feeds right. Brotzel will try it for 3, good. 3 points by Brotzel, and just like that, we're looking at a 16-13 game, Amery by 3.
Well, it's the one thing about those 3 points, they definitely make a difference.
Well, the coach wanted some tonight, as he mentioned in his pregame comments, and he's got a couple already. And as we mentioned that, the Tigers going around the perimeter, the ball knocked out of bounds by Koppinger on the far side. And so they will have to throw it in from across the way. McRoberts will do so. Inbound pass, let's see. Out on top they go to Burgess. Burgess with the dribble and the basketball on the right side. Comes near side, Chad Peterson. On top, it is McRoberts. Right side to Campbell. Jump shot short. Rebound pulled down by Brotzel. Well, here's a chance to get a little bit of a cushion here and play Amery basketball. As Brotzel comes across, goes to Wilhelm, far side. Campbell leaves him alone. Now they go to the house on the baseline. Tipped away by DeYoung. Out on top, Koppinger. Near side, Brotzel. Against Peterson, drives down, gets to the baseline. Before he gets there, a checking foul. And it's either going to be Peterson or DeYoung, but I could not tell the way the referee was pointing. It's going to be Peterson for the first time. Chad Peterson picks up number 1. Amery will have it from the baseline. Wilhelm to throw it in. Near side to Koppinger. In the corner, does not go. Now we'll dribble out on top with the basketball. Right side of the key, now goes on top. Left side to Brotzel, far corner, that's Wilhelm. Looking at the big guy, looking for a screen. Out on top they go to Brotzel. Right side, Koppinger. Ginter down to the baseline. Loose, does not go. Picked up by McRoberts. Has to go to somebody. Out on top, Brotzel. Left side, Wilhelm. He cannot go. Left of the key. Now to Koppinger. Near side, Brotzel. And they pick him up quickly. Looking inside of Ginter. Now in the lane. The house drives around. Here comes the jump shot. Tipped out of the air by DeYoung, they say. And pulled away by Burgess. 16-13, Amery by 3. The Tigers in the front court. Burgess out on top to McRoberts. Near side, Campbell. Baseline jump shot on the way. No good. Rebound pulled down by the house. And a foul on Burgess coming over the top of Brotzel. So Burgess will pick up number 1. The third team foul on the Tigers. Amery with 3. And they get set to bring her down. Inbound pass goes to Wilhelm. Marcus, the 5'10" junior guard, will bring it across on the near side, picked up by Burgess. Now to Koppinger at the free throw line. Near side to Brotzel, looking at Ginter. Dribbles out of there, out on top of the basketball, guarded closely by Peterson. Bounce pass to Wilhelm, left side of the key. To Koppinger, who came up from down below. On top of the basketball, Casey all over him, almost took it away. Wow, he was on him, nothing called. Now he drives, tries to go left side, and a foul finally called. Now, are they going to call it on Peterson or not? Let's see. No, it's 52, Ryan Casey, apparently. That would be number 1 on Casey. The 4th team foul on the Tigers, and Amery will have it from the near side. Inbound pass goes to Brotzel. Take your hat off to the Warriors. They're trying to control this game and basically are doing so. Ginter out on top to Wilhelm. Left side to Brotzel. They almost threw it away. Wow, there again. Somehow, Gabe almost lost that basketball, and it wasn't a bad pass. Koppinger goes far corner to the house, tipped away by DeYoung. Out on top, Brotzel. Nice pass by the house. In the lane, he tried to go, tipped away by Peterson, picked up by McRoberts into the front court. A driving layup, no good, but a foul called down low, and it'll be against Marcus Wilhelm.
That was a good effort on Marcus, hustling back on defense anyway. Did create the foul, but he didn't get the easy 2.
So Chad Peterson, the 6'4" senior, will step to the line with 4:33 to go, and this is the first half. Amery leading 16-13. Taking his time at the line, left-handed shooter. Free throw on the way is good. So Peterson scores for the first time, and we're now looking at a 2-point game, 16-14. Chad to try it again. The shot is on the way. This one is going to be good as well. Hit the front, rolled to the back, and fell through. 16-15, Amery by 1. Wilhelm races into the front court, right through the circle. Comes near side to Koppinger. Matt with the basketball, picked up by Casey, drives in. Got a screen, jump shot, put up too hard, rebound. The house put her up, he missed it, and the rebound pulled down by DeYoung. DeYoung muscled one that time as the Tigers bring her down. Casey on the near side. Peterson to McRoberts. Free throw line, gives off Peterson, left-handed set shot, short rebound easily to Brotzel. Well, he had a lot of time to shoot that time, but pulled up short. Amery into the front court. Wilhelm on the left side as Fredrickson gets ready to come back in. He needs help. Wilhelm does. Wow, they're not coming. Where are they? And take a steal. Unbelievable. The Tigers into the front court. They will throw it away as a lead pass for Burgess is not held, and it goes out of bounds. Amery dodges one there.
Once again, just too much of that take for granted out there. They need to concentrate on what's going on, and they need to get, they're doing a good job of passing the ball around, but they've got to go to that hoop.
As you mentioned that, it'll be the Warriors to bring her down as number 30 has checked in for the first time. Reed Johnson for the Richmond Tigers. Koppinger across on the left side, picked up by Casey. 3:40 to go first half. Koppinger goes in the lane, got the ball. He lost the ball, a scramble for it on the floor. It'll be Tiger basketball on the jump ball. Well, that's the second or third time Amery has not been able to get down low going through the lane. They have had the ball tipped from behind, lost control, and the Tigers have ended up with it 3 times in a row. Still 16-15, Amery by 1. Casey across, picked up by Fredrickson. Pulls up on the dribble, comes near side to Burgess. Andy taking a look with the dribble. On top they go to McRoberts. McRoberts drives the left side. Pull up jump shot off the glass. It's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound. Tries it again. It's good.
Nice follow that time by McRoberts.
Give him 5. Now it's 17-16. The Tigers on top for the first time. Wilhelm across on the left side. Picked up by Burgess. He tips the basketball. Wilhelm chases down on the near side. And Burgess will be called for a foul with his hands all over Wilhelm. Number 2 on Andy Burgess, a 6'5" senior. Well, I'll tell you, you take a look at the way the Tigers are playing defense here, and they're getting a little bit close at times.
No question about that. And, it's going to, the fouls, and there's not enough fouls on any particular person, but pretty soon we're going to be in that 1-and-1 here, and that's going to make a difference at that point.
We're looking at 3 minutes to go. That's the 15th foul on the Richmond, and Ginter coming out of there. So we're looking at Brotzel, Wilhelm, Fredrickson, the house, and Koppinger. Inbound pass, Brotzel in the backcourt. And he'll bring her across. Picked up by Johnson, gets a screen, comes near side, left alone, jump shot put up, no good. Rebound, Fredrickson on the baseline, he stepped out. Well, Gabe, I don't know, did not have control of the basketball that time. I'm not sure he really wanted to shoot, and thus it does not go through. So it's still 17-16 to Richmond by 1 with 2:50 to go in the first half. Inbound pass. And it's controlled now by Casey as he races down the right side into the front court. Gives off to Burgess, far corner to Casey. Out on top, that's Johnson. Near side, Tyler Johnson picked up by DeYoung. He puts it up with the left hand off the glass, and it's good. And now the Tigers lead by 3. 19-16 as Wilhelm will bring it across against Burgess. Amery's going to have to shoot some baskets here. On the near side, they go to Fredrickson. Down low, Brotzel not waiting once again. that Fredrickson-Brotzel combination not working here. Maya may have thrown it in a little bit too soon there. Gabe wasn't ready. And so now the Tigers, after the turnover, trying to bring it across. They go to Tyler Johnson into the front court, DeYoung. Back to Tyler, that's Casey driving around Fredrickson, gets down low, gives off to the big guy, DeYoung, and before he can get a shot off, or as he's shooting rather, he gets fouled by Gabe Brotzel.
Nice combination in Richmond was working anyway. It was an excellent pass over to DeYoung to try and get the shot off, and he got fouled in the process, but they worked real well together underneath there.
They tried it from the left side, and now it will be DeYoung stepping in for a couple. Free throw on the way is good by Tim DeYoung. So with that, 3 points on the evening, and the Tigers extend their lead to 20-16. The second one is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound chased down by DeYoung. Out on top, they go to Casey. He drives to the circle, right side. DeYoung gets around the house. Layup put up and good. Wow, he can really move.
He's got that quickness for a big fella, and he just went right around him and laid her in nice and easily.
Well, DeYoung warming up now and making all the difference in the world as Amery comes down. Wilhelm gets caught. Goes out on top to Matt Lindee back in there. On top to Wilhelm. Lackluster pass, almost went awry. Here again, timeout called by Amery as Wilhelm got tied up, and nobody's coming to help out. I just can't believe this, Ray, what they expect here at times. Timeout called with the score in the Richmond 22, Amery 16. We're back in 30. Board. A minute 33 to go. And the Tigers coming from behind here. And now leading 22-16. Dave Germanson, your cameraman tonight, as you look at it on your screen. Maya Fredrickson will throw it in from the near side. Bounce pass into the backcourt, kicked by number 50, Tyler Johnson. And Amery will try it again with a minute 33 to go. This time it goes to Wilhelm, left alone by Johnson. And Marcus will be picked up by Burgess into the front court. Boy, Amery has not had a good shot on basket. Wilhelm tripped on the far side, nothing called. Maybe it was over his own feet. And now a steal on the baseline. Jensen lost it to Casey, but he could not control it out of bounds to Amery on the baseline, far side of the hoop. Wilhelm to throw it in. And it goes to the house inside. He tried the shot. Unbelievable. They called it a block. Boy, it looked like he got some arm to me. So the house does not score. The Tigers with a steal. And they have it in the front court. Burgess on the near side. Drives the baseline. And he runs into who? It's a collision. The house ended up on the deck. And Burgess will be called for charging. Peterson coming back in. Burgess called for the third time. All three coming in this second quarter. Koppinger back in there. And Ginter back in. So the starters back in for Amery. They are trailing 22-16. A minute 4 to go in the half. Again, the Warriors have not had a good shot on basket here for about the last 4 minutes. Wilhelm will be called. No, it's going to be Casey. Apparently it happened before Marcus gave him a shove, and I don't know what these Tiger fans are complaining about. They've been mauling and hacking down low all night, and nothing has been called, and the first time a call goes against them they don't like, they let the referee know about it. Anyway, Ryan Casey picks up number 2. Wilhelm at the free throw line gets only the 4th point for Amery here in the second quarter. So, Ray, it's turning out just like it did down at New Richmond.
I was going to make that comment a little later. I didn't want to, but it's identical to what happened there. We start off like a house of fire, and then we just go flat in that second quarter.
Well, the way we played, you could just well bring her down and go from 3-point range. Second one by Wilhelm is good as well. 22-18. There again, some of those shots we've taken, they call blocks, but I don't know. It seems to me there's been some fouls inside, but there again, the referees, I think, basically are doing a good job here tonight. Tigers in the front court. Peterson trying to drive down low, and they're going to call Gabe Brotzel for trying to hang on here. So Gabe will pick up number 2, and both of those coming here in the second quarter. A 4-point contest, 22-18. The Tigers by that much with 42 seconds to go. They'll have it from the baseline. Tyler Johnson whips her to Campbell on the inbound. Out high goes, comes back to Tyler near side, guarded by Koppinger. He drives down the left side, cut off on the baseline, back out on top. Peterson does not go, steps in the lane, jump shot put up, no good. Rebound tipped out by the house, picked up by Peterson. Tipped away, picked up by Peterson, goes to McRoberts, down low, Tyler Johnson puts it up, good. 24-18.
Once again, nice passing on the part of the Tigers. They find that open man, and it was an easy shot.
Amery in the front court with 11 seconds to go. Wilhelm came down low and a bounce pass intended for Ginter, but Jake stepped out of the play, taken away by the Tigers. And as the Tigers bring it across, a steal by Ginter, or checked on a steal by Koppinger. And now we've got a foul called on who? McRoberts. It'll be a three-point attempt for either Wilhelm or Koppinger, most likely Koppinger, as they called a foul. No, it's, what are they going to call here? They're going to say that Koppinger was not shooting, so it's going to be a 1-and-1. But I don't know what else he could have been doing. I mean, it was not a very good attempt, but given the point that there's 0.4 seconds remaining, he was trying to go from backcourt, and they're going to call it a 1-and-1. So apparently it came before he even shot, so that's probably what the call was. So we're certainly not going to argue that point.
No.
Campbell called for the foul, by the way. So here's a chance for Amery to move to within 4 points at halftime. The free throw by Koppinger off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound tipped and no rebound. Time runs out, and the Tigers will go into the locker room leading Amery 24-18. Back to talk about it after this 2-minute timeout. Right?
The half hour. We've got 18 now, and the Warriors, you got to give credit to Richmond. They did a good job on defense, especially in that second quarter, and they really kind of went out and took it to us at that point. But we didn't have anybody who was really, I guess, anxious to get that ball and try to throw it up or go to the hoop with it. And we've had a lot of shots blocked going to the hoop. So we need to pass it out, like Coach Wilhelm mentioned in the pregame show, and shoot that three. And we're just not doing it. So the kids lost some little intensity in that second quarter. They really looked good in the first one, and they just need to come back and do that. We rebounded as well. I think McRoberts, or not McRoberts, but DeYoung rather, was shut out in that first quarter. So we really did a good job there, and then we just kind of let them come back in at the second quarter. So we know what we can do if we just want to put our game together here. So we got to go out and hustle, and we've got to take those good shots, and we can't be afraid to try and work and get that fast break and go down the floor again. So we break the press, and then we stop. And, it's just can't afford to do that.
Well, I'm afraid we have to, I don't want to use the word, but, what do you label it? A little bit of intimidation here or something, or what? They've taken us out of what we want to do at certain places on the floor, and, we can do it. So it's just a matter of getting our mind back to where it's supposed to be and coming out here and playing basketball with New Richmond. We can play basketball with New Richmond. And, you're looking at one of the best teams in the state, the Tigers, as are the Amery Warriors. Both teams are ranked, but there again, they have shut us down in the second quarter as they did the last time. Amery only had 4 points in the second quarter the last time, and they had 5 this time. So, again, it's a 6-point margin. We'll be back. Both teams back out of the locker room after their halftime chat. Amery warming up down off to our left, and the New Richmond Tigers down off to our right. Holy smokes. Well, the Amery Warriors have a big job cut out for them now. They've got to get some momentum on their side and maintain it. Coach Steve Wilhelm says the game is made up of runs. Well, Amery needs a couple of runs here in this second half, and they've got to be longer than the runs of the Tigers. Now, we're looking at that 6-point lead, and, in my mind, it looms rather large at this point.
Absolutely, but he's right. The Warriors just need to come out and get a couple runs, get some things going for them, and I guess kind of put New Richmond on the defensive a little bit. We're very capable of doing that. We just need to come out and execute.
Well, you could just as well let them shoot from the outside, keep the pressure on the inside, because they are good when they get that ball down low. Some good passing. And they got numerous people with good size to go to. So, I'll tell you, each one of them wants to get their hands on the ball. And on the other side of the coin, at times it seems like some of the Amery Warriors would just do not have their hands on it at times. And that's my own opinion. And I've been wrong 98.2% of the time. But,
you're always right.
If nothing else, we can blame it on the glasses. But
we have the right intentions anyway.
Definitely so. All right, from across the way, it's going to be Matt Koppinger to throw it in for the Amery Warriors. They will have possession to get things going here in the second half. Inbound pass, Koppinger. Wilhelm Picked up by Burgess. He'll bring it across through the circle. On a left-handed dribble to the near side. Burgess on him. Drives in the lane. Got loose. Bounce pass down low. Brotzel there. Took it for granted. Had it rejected in his face. Tries a shot again. Then it's a foul. And I don't know. Is it going to be Roberts? No, it's the big guy, DeYoung. Tim DeYoung called for the second time. And that will send Brotzel to the line. And he will be shooting a couple. But what are you going to do against something like that, Ray Norstead? You can't go up against those big guys if you're not going to be quick.
Well, he did what he had to do the second time. The first time he went up right into the middle of it and got it blocked, but the second time he faked him up and then went through the, you get him up in the air and then you go up through him and try to muscle up yourself, but that way you at least get the foul called and hope you make the free throws too. So
the first one missed. Rebound comes down to McRoberts. It is 24-19. The Tigers by 5. Casey into the front court, comes near side. Burgess, Casey left side. They go to McRoberts. At the post left side, out on top, Tyler Johnson has the basketball. Near side to Casey against Brotzel. Left side, Johnson. Down low, they tried to go to DeYoung, batted away by the house, picked up by McRoberts, given off to Tyler Johnson on the left side. Now Casey comes out to get it. They crowd the far side. Casey got the screens, tries a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Wilhelm. He boxed out Burgess and comes away with the basketball. Marcus across on the right side with the left hand, now the right hand dribble, going right side, got a screen, gets down low, lost the basketball, tipped or kicked by one of the Tigers. It'll be Amery basketball on the far side. Regardless of what happened over there, it should not have happened.
Yeah.
And it'll be Amery basketball from the baseline. Wilhelm to throw it in. Koppinger far corner. Will take a jump shot. It's going to be no good. Rebound easily to the Tigers. McRoberts gives off to Casey. And Ryan across on the left side. Brotzel ready to guard him. Coming across, coming near side, goes to Burgess. Andy with the basketball. Out on top, Tyler Johnson got an avenue in the lane. Gets cut off, comes near side to Burgess. Back out on top, it is Tyler again. Guarded by Koppinger. Tyler with a dribble drive in the lane. Got loose, rejected by the house. Picked up by Burgess. Wow, they're quick to go after that basketball. Now they go far side. The Tigers throw it away. Ryan Casey trying to go to Tyler Johnson. He's not ready. In fact, did not get a hand on the basketball. And Amery gets a break there. 24-19. Amery with the basketball. They're trailing by 5. Wilhelm races into the front court. Near side pulls up. They put a trap on him. He goes to the house. And the house stripped of the basketball by Casey. Gives off to Burgess. To DeYoung. Back to Casey. Back to DeYoung. Far side. He tried to go in. Got cut off. Gives off to McRoberts. Down low. Burgess by himself. 2 points.
Once again, nice passing by the Tigers, finding that open man.
Well, 26-19. The Tigers by 7. Wilhelm into the front court. The trap put on him. He splits it. Gives off to Koppinger down low. Ginter was not open enough, and the ball knocked out of bounds by McRoberts. Boy, I'll tell you, if you want to make those passes, you got to be as quick as Richmond, and they are quicker than Amery as here tonight.
Once again, the Warriors at that time had a nice pass. It was inside, and they got the pass to Gabe, and he just wasn't ready for it. It was, he's wide open. He catches that. He can get it easy, too.
Here's Koppinger, drives far side, tries a shot. It's rejected a little bit, pulled out of the air by DeYoung, given off to Casey. And there again, I don't know, we're having absolutely no luck on the inside. Casey almost lost the ball, goes to Burgess, far corner, knocked away by Brotzel, given off to the house, or the house ended up with the basketball, given off to Marcus, who drives down the right side, goes to Brotzel, far corner. He'll try it for 2. It's going to be good. 2 points by Brotzel. Give him 8 on the evening. It's now 26-21. Amery trailing by 5. The Tigers across on the near side. Tyler Johnson picked up by Koppinger. Left side to go to Casey. He'll try it for 3. It's good. Wow, that one hurt. Casey with 11. 29-21. The Tigers by 8 points. Wilhelm to bring it across. Burgess ready to meet him. Gets a screen from the house. Comes near side. Will try it. No. Tried to go for 3, and he's called for traveling. Well, we're unsure of ourselves at times, but I think maybe that ball, he got a hand up there real quick at me. He may have felt the hand. That's why he brought it back down.
Well, I think he tried to go up. I think Burgess just kind of stuffed it on him, and, he came down with it. And
they call him for traveling.
Yep.
So the Tigers, after the turnover, bring her down. Peterson back in her, comes near side to Burgess. Free throw line jump shot on the way, and no good. Rebound chased down by the house. Oh, and he throws it away out on top to Burgess. Out on top, Casey. Down the lane he comes. Right side they go to McRoberts. He'll try it for two from the near side. No good. Rebound, McRoberts. The Tigers will get another chance. Out on top they go to Casey. He'll try it for three. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by the house this time. And he almost travels with the basketball. Stripped. Unbelievable. And it is Casey who takes it in, gets two, and he's fouled by Koppinger.
Well,
Koppinger will pick up number two. Timeout called on the floor. It is 31-21. The Tigers by 10. We're back in 30. Welcome back once again, everyone. Bill Haig along with Ray Norstead. The Tigers at the line. Casey converted on a steal and trying for the three-point play. The free throw is good. Casey with an excellent evening going, 14 points now. It's an 11-point lead for the Tigers. Amery will have to work hard to get back in this one now. All the momentum on the side of New Richmond. Amery in the front court. Brotzel out high, guarded very closely by McRoberts. And finally a whistle over there. Well, I'm a little surprised that McRoberts would put that pressure on. I mean, it was clearly evident he was going to hack sooner or later. I mean, I can see the body being that close, but the hands in like that, and finally the call comes. That's number one on McRoberts. Maybe that's why. Inbound pass, Wilhelm. Far corner, Koppinger. Casey all over him. They're going to have to move with the basketball. He gets down low, tried the shot, and he draws a foul. It's going to go against DeYoung. Well, I don't know. You can't argue that one. Good call by the referee.
I probably should have called a few of those a little earlier, but...
DeYoung will pick up number three. Koppinger will go to the line. Let's take a look now. Matt, this will be his first trip. 4 points on the evening. And I believe he missed one earlier, and I did not mark it down.
Right at the end of the half, remember? He had the...
Correct.
1-and-1, and he missed the front end.
Well, he made this one here. So now it's 32-22. The second one is good as well. And let's take a look now. Reed Johnson will check back into the lineup, and DeYoung will come out for a rest with those three fouls. And now Amery has to capitalize on this move as Lindee will come in, and the house will come out of there. Jensen with no fouls on the evening. Inbound pass goes to Casey, to McRoberts. Amery with some full court pressure. Ginter on McRoberts. Behind the back dribble, gets it across. Goes down low to Johnson. To Casey coming on the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. Well, that was clearly evident. He was out of bounds by half a foot.
He just stepped on the red paint over there.
Well, he's just trying everything, and I'll tell you, they've showed us everything here tonight. They're really good on the inside. A 9-point game. The Tigers by 9 over Amery. Wilhelm across on the near side. Gives off to Brotzel. He'll try it for three. Short rebound. Pulled down by Casey. Good position by Ryan. Of course, the bounce went his way. And with some good ball handling, he brings it across on the near side. Gives off to Burgess. Back to Casey. On top, McRoberts. Jason with the basketball. Goes left side to Peterson. He cannot go. Back to McRoberts, left side of the key. Into Casey, tipped away by Lindee, and Matt will be called for the foul.
It's just, and Richmond's doing a good job. They're taking poor Matt underneath the basket there, and he gives up about a foot.
Well, they can make you work, can't they? Or don't they? As Campbell will come back in, Burgess will get a well-deserved rest. Well, they got some good athletes. They're well put together here. On inbound pass, McRoberts from the free throw line. Jump shot missed. Rebound, Ginter by himself. Given off to Lindee. To Wilhelm into the front court on the near side. 32-23. The Tigers by 9. Amery with the basketball. Brotzel right side of the key. Guarded by McRoberts. To Lindee on top. Wilhelm near side. Looking at Ginter. Now to Koppinger. Guarded by Peterson. Near side, Brotzel. Drives toward the lane. Back out of there. Right side to go to Lindee. Picked up by Casey. Out on top, Brotzel left alone. Three-point attempt coming. It's going to be no good. Rebound, Koppinger tips it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Peterson. Fan out to Casey on the left side. He'll bring it across with a fast dribble drive. Gets down low. Out on top to go, or I should say, he went in the middle to Campbell. Back in, Reed Johnson left alone. Turnaround jump shot missed. Rebound pulled down by Casey. His shot no good. Rebound to Wilhelm. Amery into the front court. Marcus on the far side. Light pressure over there. On top to go to Koppinger. Matt with the basketball. Drives in the lane against the big guys. Tries the shot. Still, they'll call him for charging. Tough break for Matt Koppinger as he got the two but taken away. Instead, he will pick up foul number 3.
That's too bad because it was a nice drive on his part and he went up real strong and made the basket in the process, but it's called for the foul.
32-23 still. The Tigers with a 9-point lead on the basketball. Ryan Casey gets the inbound against Lindee. Will go with a behind-the-back dribble, and we'll bring it across on the left side. Good ball handling by Casey. Gives off left side to Burgess. Down the baseline he comes. Fakes, and the ball stripped by Amery. Loose on the baseline, out of bounds to the Tigers.
Well, out of bounds to Amery.
Well, wait a minute now. He pointed out of bounds. They're going to give it to Amery, but he certainly pointed to the north, Ray.
I didn't see the pointing. I just knew it was for Amery.
Maybe
he was laying on the out of bounds there when he touched the ball. That's why they
maybe he meant we're going to take it out right here. We'll get out of this thing one way or the other. Inbound pass, Lindee. Fredrickson back in there now. Matt brings it across slowly. Near side, Koppinger looking at the house. The house back in there, and the pass taken away by Jensen. They're just looking at that inside pass. I don't know. We have our shooting percentage, our attempts will be way down.
Absolutely.
Peterson, top of the key for the Tigers. 1:46 to go, third quarter. Left side, they go to McRoberts. Wilhelm getting ready to come back in. Campbell has it. Ginter getting ready to come back in. They go left side, Peterson. McRoberts, free throw line, jump shot put up, and good. McRoberts now with 7 points. 34-23, 11-point game. Lindee comes down for the Amery Warriors. In the circle with the dribble. Now gives to Fredrickson, who came up from the baseline. To Brotzel at the post. Trying to drive the lane. Gets loose. Gets down low. Stripped to the basketball. Out of bounds to Amery. Well, we almost made it that time, but somehow these Tigers are able to make that last split-second play with a hand, and they've been doing it all night long. Boy, just when you think we got a bunny here, and they don't give up on that basketball. Wilhelm to throw it in. It'll go to the far corner to Lindee. To Fredrickson. Back to Lindee, far corner, guarded by Johnson. Across the lane, they go to Wilhelm. The house was open. They did not go. Now he gets it. Out on top, Wilhelm. Left side of the key. They leave him alone momentarily. Now he dribbles the basketball. Right side, they go to Lindee with a minute to go. Fredrickson has it. Far corner, Ginter. Jake, guarded closely by Reed. Johnson needs help. Alley-oops to the big guy. He got it, puts it up, and it's good. Finally, we get a basket. Jensen, give him 4, and it's 34-25, a 9-point game. Well, they're going to have to do something. They need a good shot on basket when they come down. Into the front court for the Tigers. McRoberts took it. Left side, they go to Chad Peterson. McRoberts in three-point range on top to Burgess. 30 seconds to go to close out the third quarter. The Tigers in the front court. Peterson, Campbell at the free throw line, guarded by Wilhelm, comes near side to Burgess. Burgess on the right wing, picked up by Lindee. Out on top to Peterson. Campbell far side, drives to the baseline. Jump shot put up and good by Jeff Campbell. He hits for the first time. 36-25. The Tigers by 11. Wilhelm down, will try it for 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Lindee. Jump shot put up and good from the lane. Lindee hits it at the buzzer. And it's now 36-27. The Tigers by 9. That's the end of the quarter. We're back there. It almost sounded like Paul Butterfield or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, here the Tigers bring her across. Ryan Casey, alley-oops into DeYoung back in there, and it looked like he walked with her. Nothing called. Go across the lane. That is Peterson. On top, Burgess. Amery trying to intensify on defense here. They go to the far side, Peterson. To DeYoung. Inside, underneath, they find Burgess again. And that's about the 4th time they've found Burgess down low. Check that the 3rd time. He has 6 points, and all 6 have come from the right side where he's been left alone. In the front court, as the Tigers lead at 38-27, Amery has the basketball. House has it on the near side. Back to Koppinger. Guarded by Peterson, drives in, got a screen, lays her up there, it's good. Nice move by Amery. Now it is 38-29. That's the lead for the Tigers. Ryan Casey in the 4th quarter brings her across. Picked up or ran into a trap. Out on top they go to Burgess. Well, I'll tell you, you look at the Tigers, they're so big, they just take a look wherever they're going, and they just have no problem passing the basketball. And as I mentioned, that Casey called for traveling down on the baseline.
Yeah, there's no question about that. You just kind of watch the difference out here and when the teams are setting up on offense, and they definitely set up that much closer to the basket because they're that much taller.
Well, definitely. They can see all the time, whereas Amery has difficulty. Koppinger has it right side of the key. Back out to Lindee. 3-point attempt's going to be short. Rebound, Koppinger in the lane and trying to go to Ginter. He tried to fake one to Jake Ginter. Taken away nicely by Chad Peterson. And maybe off the target a little bit. And the Tigers will bring her down. Burgess on the near side. Peterson to DeYoung. He'll drive the left side, cut off by the house. Now tries it anyway, and he gets the basket. Wow, just would not give up on it. Gets the 2, give him 7. It's 40-29, the Tigers by 11. Lindee across for the Amery Warriors. Drives to the free throw line, comes near side to Wilhelm as Brotzel will come back in. Wilhelm will try it from the lane, no good, but he draws the foul, and it will go against Andy Burgess.
It's number 4 on Burgess.
So Andy picks up his first after picking up 3 in that second quarter, so he went the third quarter without any. 6:08 to go. The Tigers by 11. Campbell back in there. Brotzel back in for Amery. Burgess coming out for a well-deserved rest, and Ray, as you just mentioned, his 4th foul, probably getting him out of there. Marcus at the line. Free throw on the way is good, and Marcus has done an excellent job from the free throw line this year. 6 points tonight. It's a 10-point game, 40-30. Second one by Marcus on the way and good. Boy, if Amery would be shooting three-pointers, you'd think they'd be able to do it here at home. Here come the Tigers into the front court. There again, an example of the height of the Tigers. A high pass, and Campbell somehow manages to bring that one down in the near corner. Now it's DeYoung down underneath McRoberts, and he's left alone. And he puts it in for 2. So give him 9, and it's 42-31. The Tigers back to an 11-point lead. Matt Lindee, right side, goes to Koppinger. Looking at the house, and wow, he's well contained. Now Kopp drives in, gets loose, tries him off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Peterson. Chad with the basketball from the Richmond.
Oh, he double dribbled.
Well, he'll dribble a couple of times more. Whips her into the front court to Casey. Ryan high on the right side. And stolen away by Lindee. Lead pass Wilhelm in the front court. Campbell will maybe catch him. The layup missed. Koppinger with a follow-through, no good. And that's the ball game there. That's what Amery's done tonight. As the Tigers come down, Casey hits Campbell down low, and they call a foul on Koppinger, and that one didn't have to be called at all. Campbell puts her in for 2. Timeout called on the floor, and Coach Steve Wilhelm with another word on the referee, with the referee. So Koppinger picks up number 4. And now he's talking with the referee, and Coach Alwaski comes out. And I don't know, I can't imagine what Al would have to say. 44-31, it's a 13-point game. What's he saying? Hey, don't listen to him, or?
Well, he's saying it down here on this side. When Marcus went up for the layup, they hammered him, and they never called a thing. And then they go down the other end, and we don't come close, and they call a foul.
Okay.
So, that's what he's upset about, and I don't blame him. I mean, the officiating at times is decent, but other times, they're just hammering us here and there, and we can't make them. So.
Well, I think if you look at it on film, you're going to see a lot of things that happened here that normally would be called as fouls. And, I'm talking about the inside play. And the Tigers have, they've got away with it if they've got away with it. I don't know if you can decipher that sentence or not. But, as long as it works and nothing is called, they're going to continue to do it. And as long as they're doing that, there's no way we're going to score on the inside, with the exception of a few possessions here and there.
You're absolutely right. And you talk about the threes, and the fact that part of the reason why we can't shoot the threes, even at home here, is the fact that they're that much taller than we are.
Yeah, it's
they got their hands in your face, and it's tough for you to get those off.
All right, as you mentioned, that Campbell converts on the three-point play. So now it's a 5-point game, 45-31, a 14-point game, 14-point game rather for the Tigers. It's 5 points for Campbell. Wilhelm will try it for 3 from the near side. He misses. Rebound Koppinger goes in the lane. Jump shot put up off the glass, no good. Rebound DeYoung. 45-31 still. The Tigers in control now with 4:45 to go. Casey across on the near side, picked up by Wilhelm. Goes to the left side with the dribble. Got a screen. Wow, Lindee really got shoved out of there. Nothing called. DeYoung goes down low. Cannot get there before he's called. Or somebody called for a foul over there. And DeYoung will maybe be going to the line for a couple as they call Wilhelm for the foul. That is number 2 on Marcus. DeYoung, who has had an outstanding high school career as far as basketball is concerned, at the line for the Richmond Tigers. And the left-hander puts it through. Give him 8 points. 46-31. The Tigers by 15. The second one on the way, no good. Rebound tipped up by Peterson, and good. And wow, there it is in a nutshell.
Yep, absolutely. Jake going the other way to create the block, and he steps behind him and just lays it back up in for 2.
In the front court, the Warriors. Brotzel tries it for 3, and he muscled it home. Well, I don't know. That's, you know, there's so little I know about this game, but I don't know. When things aren't going well on the inside, I guess when you have the opportunity, you try it for 3, and that's what Brotzel did. And as we mentioned, that the Tigers down quickly, and it was DeYoung getting one inside for a couple. McRoberts, rather. Now the Amery Warriors come down. Lindee tries it from the inside the lane, and Matt Lindee hits again, give him 4 points. It's 50-36, the Tigers by 14. Here's DeYoung driving the baseline, got by the defense, put it up, and it's good. And when they get rolling, they can really roll. A lead pass for Lindee into the front court. He cannot get to it. It goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will be back on offense once again. Well, they went up and down quickly a couple of times. Jeff Jarko checking in now for the Tigers. He is a 6'3" senior, so no matter how far they go down, they don't lose any size. Chad Peterson coming out. He gets a well-deserved hand. He came off the bench himself and has played the majority of this basketball game. Well, that inbound pass, by the way, came from out of bounds, so that'll bring her down to the other end of the court where the Tigers will throw it in from under their own hoop. It goes to DeYoung, far side. Out on top, Jarko drives to the baseline, jump shot put up and no good. Rebound underneath, Campbell, and before he gets going, he's called for traveling. Well, Amery gets a call there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
52-36. Hey, the Tigers are a good team.
Oh, there's no question about it.
They are a good team. They've got excellent people, and I'll tell you, you know, you can try what you want, but they're going to work you to death here. And as we mentioned that, a foul called on DeYoung. Contact as Jake tried to drive the near side. He lost control, and they call a body foul on DeYoung. That would be number 4 on him. He has 10 points on the evening. Amery will throw it in from the baseline. Each team with five team fouls here in this contest. Wilhelm will throw it in. It comes near side to Ginter. Out on top, Brotzel, right side, Lindee, far side to Wilhelm. Now to Lindee, left alone momentarily. Now they go to Ginter, and he should take it, and he will. He missed it. Rebound DeYoung. Boy, the hesitation there. We've got the 7-footers, and they're not content with it. DeYoung brings her down. Goes left side to Jarko. Out on top, Ryan Casey with 3 minutes to go. 52-36, the Tigers. Casey on the near side, runs into a trap, loses control, and Wilhelm trying to talk the referee into the basketball, but they'll call a foul instead. The 6th foul, and it will go against Matt Lindee, his 3rd. Reed Johnson coming back in, and who's going to get a rest here? Tim DeYoung. Inbound pass goes to Jarko. Handed off to Casey. Out on top, McRoberts. And he dribbles across the lane. Back out to Casey with 2:44 to go. Near side, they go to Campbell. Baseline jump shot, no good. Rebound. Pulled down by Reed Johnson. He put it up, no good, and it is Brotzel who comes down with the rebound. He'll bring it across, handing off now to Wilhelm. Marcus out high on the left side, drives, tried to go in the lane, gives off to Lindee, far corner. Brotzel, 3-point attempt is no good. The rebound pulled down by Reed Johnson. 2:19 to go. Casey brings it across on the far side. Casey with the basketball, dribbles around, goes to far corner. That's Jarko. Back out to Casey, on top Campbell. The 2-play catch. Keep it on the far side. Jarko now will pull up on the baseline. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Reed Johnson. To Casey. Far corner, Jarko again. Out on top, Casey. Near side, Campbell. Lindee on him. Running that clock down. Casey dribbles. Bounce pass stolen away by Ginter. Loose. And he'll take it in by himself. And it's good. Jake Ginter now with 4. 52-38. It's a 14-point contest. Nice move by Jake Ginter. And as the Tigers try to bring her down, the ball tipped out of bounds on the near side by Amery, and out of bounds to the Tigers right in front of the scorer's bench. Well, number 42, Mike Moore will check in for the Richmond Tigers for the first time. Koppinger out of there, and Fredrickson back in for Amery. And the Tigers lose the ball right down in front of the scorer's bench as McRoberts had thrown it in. They will try it again as Amery tipped it out. Inbound pass to Campbell. It's tipped by Wilhelm again. And Campbell is saying he was hacked. But nonetheless, the Tigers will maintain possession. 1:29 to go in this contest. McRoberts whips her in. Goes to Reed Johnson down low. There's Mike Moore. Almost lost it as Brotzel was all over him. Now Wilhelm takes it away. Gives him a shoulder block, nothing called. Into the front court goes to Brotzel. Three-point attempt from the far side, no good. Rebound tipped around. Loose, picked up by Brotzel. Gets through the defense, tries the shot, and he's called for traveling. A tough call for the referee. So the Tigers will get the basketball back. Inbound pass will come from McRoberts. Long pass to Reed Johnson, and it will get out of bounds. So the Warriors will have it from underneath their own hoop. And Coach Alwashki calling for a timeout. 1:09 to go. The Tigers lead at 52-38. We're back in 1 minute.
He needs.
Well, 1:08 to go. Amery will throw it in from the baseline. Brotzel trying to come near corners. Tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. Now they go inbound to Wilhelm. Three-point attempt on the corner. No good. Rebound. Fredrickson in the lane. Puts it up, and it's good. Maya Fredrickson hits for the first time. 52-40. Amery with backcourt pressure and a foul to stop the clock with 58.2 seconds to go. And apparently on Matt Lindee. That would be number 4 on him. Bring her down to the other end of the court where Jeff Campbell will step in. Well, the way things have gone here, Ray, you would think we'd be looking at about a 22-point lead instead of a 12-point lead.
Well, Richmond kind of let us stay close anyway.
Campbell missing. Rebound comes down to Ginter. Given off to Lindee. Cross on the near side goes to Fredrickson. Amery has to go right away. Across the lane, Brotzel far corner. Tries it for three. Short. Rebound fought for. Pulled down by Jarko. Stripped by Fredrickson. They'll call Fredrickson. Oh, wait a minute now. They'll call him for the foul, yes.
Yeah.
Maya picks up number 1. That'll bring her down to the other end of the court where it'll stop the clock at 44.2 seconds to go. That's on the Pepsi scoreboard. Jarko will be at the line for the first time tonight. He'll be shooting 1-1. The first one is on the way, and it is good. So Jarko gets his first point in the ball game and a chance to make another. 53-40. The Tigers by 13. The second one is on the way. No good. Rebound, McRoberts. And he's fouled immediately by Brotzel.
Now the Warriors, of course, at this time are that's what they've got to try and do. They've got to foul and hope that they don't make the free throw and get the ball back and try to get another shot off. But didn't work that time because they got the rebound.
Definitely so. And McRoberts missing on the front end of the 1-1. And the rebound going to the Tigers. No, taken away by Ginter. Lindee to Wilhelm. Into the front court. They got to go. Fredrickson. Wilhelm. He'll try it for three on the right side. It's no good. Rebound fought for. Brotzel underneath. He'll try it. Rejected by McRoberts. Pulled down by Jarko. Or check that, Mike Moore. And a foul called immediately on Fredrickson. That'll stop the clock with 22 seconds to go.
Nice block that time by McRoberts. He really went high in the air to block that ball away.
Mike Johansson will check in for the first time for the Amery Warriors. And Jake Ginter will be coming out of there. And some substituting going on by Coach Alwashki as well. Number 40 into the ball game. Mark Nelson for the first time. Free throw by Mike Moore is no good. A whistle on the free throw and a foul against the Tigers. Or what was the call there? 44.
Yeah,
okay, that's Jarko.
44.
Jarko called for the foul on the rebound. That's his first. Inbound pass from Johansson to Lindee with 20 seconds to go. Near side, Wilhelm. Guarded close by Moore. Across the lane to go to Brotzel. He'll try it for three. Too hard. Rebound. Maya Fredrickson trying to time it. And he went up a little bit too early, out of bounds to Amery.
Well, those are tough to time when you're shooting threes out there and you're trying to guess when it's going to hit the rim and come down.
Especially when you can't see over the defender to tell when the ball is going to be released. Inbound pass tipped away and out of bounds by Nelson. It'll be Amery from the baseline this side again. 9.2 seconds to go. Inbound pass out on top, Wilhelm. Right out near the timeline. Dribbles to the right side. Near side, Fredrickson. Tries it for three. It's going to be no good. Rebound fought for, pulled down by the Tigers. And the buzzer sounds. This game is history. And the Richmond Tigers prevail over the Amery Warriors. The final, the Richmond 53, the Amery Warriors 40. Back to talk about it after this 1 minute. Out of Cambridge back in 1963.
I don't think so. Right here in good old Amery, I think maybe.
53-40 the final. Well, some happy Tiger fans, and justifiably so. They remain undefeated in the Middle Border Conference. They improved to 9-0 now. And the Amery Warriors will move to 5-3 in conference play. So still a good season going for both teams here. But the Tigers showing their dominance and putting on the pressure with that size and quick hands down low. And, well, I'll tell you, I don't know what's going to happen to this Tiger team as the season progresses. But I don't know. The only way anybody's going to get by them, they're going to have to run them off the floor. And there could be some teams out there that can do that. But, boy, they have good balance.
Oh, absolutely. They're a fine ball club. And, once again, we showed that we can stick with them for the first quarter, and then we kind of fall apart in the second quarter, and then it's try to play catch-up. And that's difficult against a team that's as good as New Richmond is. They're nice, big kids. They pass ball, and they played tenacious defense in that second, third quarter and really kind of took us out of our game completely. So, I don't see anybody up here, I guess maybe River Falls is going to give them a go. I don't know if they played them or not, but that's somebody who'll give them a go. The other teams, like you say, it's going to take a lot of speed and quickness to try and stop them, and you're going to have a hot night to shoot from outside. So I look for New Richmond to go a long way, and I guess I look for the Warriors at this point. I think our tough games, are down behind us, and we should be able to match up very well with everybody at this point, and we certainly should be able to come back and get Bloomer, I think, here on our own floor later on. So we're going to have a lot of wins as we go down the year yet, too. So don't, it's not a bad season at all for the Warriors. They've had a good year so far, and they'll continue as we progress on through the rest of the season.
Good comments, Ray Norstead. And again, 53-40 the final. We'll be back with more of our post-game show. And, of course, we'll be talking with both coaches.